How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Part 4 of the Samsonas install. Hopefully today going to be tackling the trans tunnel. At least getting a start on that anyway. Time is running short. I'm away for the weekend for Driveshaft. Willie's away for the Denniston hill climb. Try and get as much as we can at least started. Hopefully have it all together ready for chrome. So I've just popped the gearbox in place, just making sure that we've got enough cut out. Probably will cut this out a little bit more, but need to just, when we do it, raise the tunnel. Willie's just cut out a plate of metal, raise the tunnel a little bit, so that the shifter linkages are all on the right angles and everything with the plate. So yeah, we're starting with the 3mm top plate so it's nice and solid. Left a little extra on there for mounting of, what's that, another room, handbrake, which is probably gonna have to cut that off, and it's probably gonna go back there. And yeah, everything sits pretty nicely. I just pulled the seat out now. I should have left it in for this, but everything sits pretty nicely in line, pretty close anyway with the steering wheel. Close to the stock location, really, of the old shifter. What I'm about to do now is I'm going to take this rod end off. I've got to pull this whole assembly apart, but take this rod end out, and Willie's machining up a bit of bar. It's going to go from there to there. So instead of having the rod ends which have got play, we have the straight bar with zero play, so that we have the angle of this setup nicely, so that yeah, when we mount the shifter it's not like on an odd angle and making it difficult to shift or anything. So we will replace it back with the rod ends when we're done. We're just using this as sort of a jig to keep the shifter in place while we mount that plate on top. So here's the jig Willie made up. So that's going to get mounted down there in place of the rod ended shifter linkage, so that we get everything on the correct angles. So that's in place there now. So that's here instead of that. So it's got the strain gauge or whatever you want to call it in between the two rod ends. So just got it attached to the linkage jig right now. So we're just going to bend this lip down because it actually looks like it wants to be flat at the front and then raised at the back. Well, that can go like that anyway, so yeah, we'll just make it so it looks level or nice, you know what I mean? Yeah. Something like that.
You don't want to go straight to the floor.
Yeah.
Where it's going to sit.
It's getting pretty real now. That's so cool. Please don't look at all my wiring. The dash normally hides all of that. I'm about to get in here now and clean off all this paint so that we can start to tack and mock up the side panels to cover all this enormous hole. first piece of the puzzle about to get tacked in place. And we'll build everything around that. There we have it. No more giant holes. Shifter in its home. So Willie's finished up welding the transmission tunnel. Can't get in because otherwise it's a bit awkward. So that's it there. Just finger tight bolted for now. Shifter and just organising, getting that mounted there. Hopefully I don't confuse myself and twat one when I'm going for the other, but I think it should be right. I can set this back a little bit. So while Willie's been slaving away on the old trans tunnel, I've been trying to sort out the next problem, which was these fittings. By the time he popped a 90 on there, were failing with the adapter plate, so I couldn't put the gearbox in or out. I mean, it does work in a way. Like, I could just leave the bell housing on the gearbox and pull it all out at once, but I decided for servicing's sake I'd rather have it be able to just be 4 bolts, pull that out and leave the bell housing clutch on the car. So I've just been down and got some banjo fittings, which will hopefully work and get that low profile enough, because that's where the adapter goes to. Hopefully get that low profile enough so that they will actually do the trick, and if they don't, nothing else will. But they're still going to be my best option, and I might just have to give the adapter plate a little bit of a haircut, but hopefully not. Well, it looks like I might have got lucky and they will work. Now my only concern is the angle that's jetting off on. Hopefully that goes nowhere near the clutch, but we'll see. So just a wee bit of an update. Haven't really been filming a hell of a lot. So Driveshaft was made, but so this here is obviously the output for the gearbox. There was a slip yoke adapter on here, and it was spec'd with a Mopar 30 spline slip yoke, and everything was made and everything was all together, and put the drive shaft in, and it was just super sloppy in there. So there's like some bushings or bearings inside the slip yoke adapter, and they were metric size with an imperial slip yoke, so it was just way too sloppy. So that's down, getting some custom bushings or whatever put in, and hopefully that'll sort that issue. But for now, while that's happening, so we'll assume that's going to be very good soon, while that's happening, clutch lines are run, so I've got the dry brake there, so I can just go schloop, undo that, 4 bolts, pull that out, leave the clutch and the gearbox and everything on the car. I am going to need to clamp these and keep them out of the way of the clutch. But yeah, that's all bled up and the clutch feels okay, even though there's pretty low engagement on it. These are all welded up. I've painted the underside of the car to make it a bit tidier, and I'll send this off to powder coat after chrome because I just want everything there. I'm going to cut this tag off soon because I'm about to put some oil in it. Shifter's all sort of done. I'm going to bang some plugs on all the wires and get the wiring side of things all sorted before all the drive shaft's getting done, and get up and start adjusting the shifter as well. So well, I'll show you what I got to do when I get up there, but for now I'm going to bang some oil in it and bang some plugs on these and sort out some wiring.